Greetings, hunters and/or gatherers. James here from Neolithic Dawn. In this video, we're going to be showing you how to get through the Peninsula Celestial Tower. This is the second dungeon in the game, and there's multiple ways to go. So we're going to show you the first path and a few alternate options. Now, this map is a little bit different. There's a few different ways to get to the tower. So I'm going to go over those really briefly and then show the solution to the puzzle and the boss encounter. If you're stuck in this map, I hope the video helps, and I'll be adding timestamps to the description below so you can skip to the parts you need. Thank you so much for supporting the game in early access. Your feedback has been incredible. It's helped us tremendously, and we look forward to improving the game for everybody. Now, without further ado, let's jump into Peninsula. Okay, everybody, so here we are in the Peninsula. We just got our first mission objective, and that is to ask the hunter about the Mammoth herd. So we are seeking the hunter out. I'm going to show you how to get to him real quick. Starting at the beginning of the map, we just got dropped off by Craig over there. So we're still at the start of the map. I'm going to kind of try to speed run it best I can, avoiding any wolves. And I collected a few of the tinder earlier, so I have probably enough. So I'm just going to bypass all these materials. I'm not worried. Although I would recommend for you to harvest the dogweed and the tinder, because this is probably the best area to get a bunch of that before you set out looking for the Celestial Tower. Of course, our first stop is going to be the hunter. So basically, the way this map works is once you get to the hunter, he's going to have some, let me put on smooth turn for y'all. Yeah. Once you get to the hunter, he's going to have some options you can ask him. And you'll see when we get there. But basically, in this map, it's a little bit more open world in Saugeen Bluffs. So there's multiple paths you can take to get to the dungeon. And they're all equally valid. Go. So you're going to follow the climbing route there. Get up here. It continues this way. Just following the red handprints. If you go to the left after climbing up the tree, you have this little chill waterfall camp. If you want, you can start the fire. Of course, I don't really have anything to cook, so I'll put that out. Nice, save that tinder. But you can use this to warm up. Depending on what season it is, you might be getting cold. You can warm up here. Drink a little bit of water. I'm gonna put out my fire because I don't need it. I'm responsible. Only you can prevent forest fires. Okay. So now I'm going to the right after the climbing part. So you can climb up this part here to get away from these guys. Nice. Jump. Oh! That was almost really bad. Okay, if you fell down there, you can actually climb back up from these rocks. But yeah, the best way to get across this is to stay at the high route. You can go the low route, but it's a little bit more difficult because there's wolves. Oh!
Ah! Crouch up to get over. Uncrouch. Okay. Doing good, doing good. That would be a good place to actually put something like a secret Easter egg. Maybe I will add something. Pro tip, if you're climbing, see my stamina meter right there? If you're holding on with 2 hands, it drains much slower than if you're holding on with 1 hand. See? Now it's draining kind of fast. So anytime you need to stop, think about where to go next. Always good to hang on with both hands. Ooh. Ah! Okay, I need to go a little bit faster. Oh, we made it. We made it down. Okay. Now that we've gotten past the climbing section, we'll cross this log bridge. And this is where we will find the hunter. There's a bunch of rabbits in this area. So if you have a small rock or something. Oh. Yeah, it's much better to throw the small rocks. The big rocks are a little bit heavier, harder to throw. If you find small rocks, they are great for throwing at rabbits. Sometimes with the heavy rocks, it's good to throw them underhand. You get a lot more lift with it. It's like bowling. But also you can just sprint, run up, and yoink them sometimes. Yep, they don't even notice you if you're fast enough. Where's my big rock? There we go. Get some rib meat. Oh, and these, by the way, are blueberry bushes. So you'll want to look for the blueberries on the bushes. If you put your hand out, it should highlight any if there are some on the bush. Like this one here. There's a bunch of blueberries. See if there's another one. Yep, there's one over there. Blueberry bunch. You can actually use these to tame the rabbits if you want to. They don't eat meat, but they'll eat the blueberries. Nice, we got one. I'm gonna name you Meat, because you're gonna be a meat rabbit. We got another one. Meat 2. Hello there. Now you can pet. Look, he takes a pet like no problem. It's my bunny. Good opportunity to test out the LIV cam. So you added the LIV Creator Kit. And yeah, this is basically how it works. It works just like the cave cam. It's still in beta. We're still working on a couple things. Like there's a bit of some UI issues that we're still working on fixing. We should be able to go selfie stick. Alright, we'll see if that works. Where's my rabbit? Here's my meat rabbit. Alright, I'm going to return him to his not Pokeball. Whoa, where'd my live camera go? Still in beta, so we're working out some kinks. But that's the live cam. And here is the hunter. So this is where you find the hunter. His name's Hunter. Hunter the Hunter. He's got some lore for us. Alright, so you talk to the hunter, he'll say, a tower stands tall over the trees. Barely surviving. Bro is struggling out here because they can't get through the tower. And I'm like, bro, why don't you just go through the tower? And basically, it's boarded up. It's boarded up. They're scared. There's some kind of beast inside. So yeah, he's not brave enough, basically. Bro's scared. It's alright, bro. I'm not scared. And this is where he tells you there's multiple paths you can take. So, the question the hunter is going to ask you is, are you a fighter, swimmer, or hunter? You might be incentivized to say fighter. Or maybe you like to swim. But if you say you're a hunter, he'll actually give you a shortcut. So he gives you a clue. It's a hint for a shortcut. He left a rope to climb up. And then he says, when we reach Fate's Junction, go left to the Alpena Amberley Ridge. Good hunting over there. So that's the direction we're going to go. We're going to use his shortcut since we're both hunters. Fellow hunter. What's up, bro? Thanks for the shortcut. Appreciate it. Nice hat, by the way. Very cool. And then you get the objective to find the Celestial Tower. So it's on the far side of the peninsula. There's multiple routes you can go. One is through the cave there. One is over the bridge there. But we are going to follow his clue, his shortcut, and we're going to go right behind him. Directly behind him is what he said. So it's a little bit easier to see during the day. So yeah, go ahead and ignore that. A little bit easier to see during the day, but if you cross over the bridge, there is a shortcut. It is a lesser used route so that the climbing rocks are actually unmarked. They're not marked red. It's a little bit harder to find, but that's because it's a shortcut. You know, it's a secret path that the hunter uses, and it bypasses the melting cavern. The rabbit down there? This is the rope bridge that he had left for us. I'm going to stand up here. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Okay, now if you had taken the melting cavern path instead, there is a rare item you can find in that cave if you take that path and you climb up to a certain part. So it could be worth it. Rare resource over there that you can get. Spoiler, it's an obsidian knife. Find an obsidian knife in there. So maybe that's worth it to you. But yeah, I'm just gonna do the fastest route. And at some point I will probably be ending my recording real quick, just so I don't lose the data. Okay. Now we've reached Crossroads. So this is the area that the hunter was talking about. What he referred to as Fate's Junction. We've now discovered this is the Crossroads area. And we were advised to go left at the Crossroads. Now I'm going to go ahead and follow this path here. That's another path you can take. If you go straight directly that way, that route is also good, equally good. That will take you to the dam. Collect this flint resource. But we're gonna go this path. This is the path he told us to go. And yeah, if you take a different route, you can completely bypass this area. Every direction has kind of like its pros and cons. The other route you could take is like the Predator Cavern. Obviously, that's through a cave. It gets really dark. There's a lot of predators inside. This path is a lot more resource friendly. So I would definitely recommend following the hunter's advice, telling him you're also a hunter, and using his shortcut if you want to go a way where you're going to get a lot of resources. Not necessarily easier or harder, obviously, because it all depends on what you collect and how good you are at like climbing, and if you fall, a lot of things could happen. You could starve, you could freeze, a lot of things could happen. Yeah, I see why the hunter recommended this place. Very good place for a hunter. In fact, I see another guy up here, a nomad. Now the nomads, they are random, so they spawn randomly. They have random tasks for you. So I found a nomad here. You may see a different nomad. He may have a different quest, or maybe there won't be one here at all. But yeah, his name is Bear Spirit. What's up, Bear Spirit? Okay, nice on a branch. Throw a branch? I need a branch too, man. That's tough. If I find two, I'll come back. And this is the Alpena Amberley Ridge, this whole area here. Oh, Mammoth? Well, let's see how you face off against my meat rabbit. Yeah. Not so tough now, are you? Get him! Get him, meat rabbit, get him! What are you doing? Protect me. Oh, wherever my other meat rabbit went, I didn't feed him, and he got too hungry. I betrayed him. All right. I'm just gonna leave you alone. I'm coming back when I find a spear. And then you're gonna be sorry. I should make these sticks like just spawn sticks, honestly. That would be a really, really good idea. Good idea, James. Thanks, James. Bruh. Stop. Bruh. Are you seeing this? Bruh. We got a nomad over here. Let's go talk to him. Alright. He who knows the hills. What can you tell me about the hills? Meat? Do we help him? What do y'all think? I do have the meat. Do we help him or do we let him starve? What do y'all think? Maybe he'll give us some sticks. There you go, bro. You know, it's customary, you know, when someone helps you, to give them something in return. Thank you. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, just giving you my meat, and you're not giving me anything in return. You're welcome. Yeah, no problem. So there are two routes you can take when you get to this part. This is the Ancestors Passage is what that's called. One is you can actually climb up that mountain over there and go all the way to the top part up there. Or you can go through the bottom. And I'm already here, so I'm gonna go through the bottom. Hopefully it doesn't fall on the inside. It's getting a little bit chilly in here. Oh, someone left some flowers by the skeleton. Don't mind if I do. Monch eats the flowers. The last dandelion. I don't like how this guy's following me. Alright, we're gonna climb. Ah! Oh, I know what I can do. I can eat one of my cooked fish. That'll warm me up. And then I won't be freezing anymore. Nice. How's my water gourd? Good opportunity to fill the water gourd. Ah! Ah! I don't know what this is. That's a huge skull, though. Some kind of sacrificial pool. Hope that water is safe to drink. Okay. Couple wolves in here. Can we fight them? Alright, come at me. Come on. Oh, I broke one of them. The other one's about to break too. Do I have enough to skin him? Nice. Skin him. Ah! At least I got their skins, right? Oh, I can use my hand axe. Use the hand axe to finish butchering him. Dang it! Okay. We're running low on bladed weapons. I'm gonna save the rest in case I need to start a fire with that flint. Too bad all that meat's going to waste, but we have plenty of food. Okay, big climb. Big climb. There's a campfire down there. If you needed to cook something. And here we are. If you took the other path above this, you get a really nice view of the tower. But we took the lower path, so we're going to exit out in the lower part. How's my energy doing? Dude's getting a little tired. Bro is flabbergasted. What happened? What happened here? Sorry, bro. Didn't mean to disrespect your corpse. Your eye holes just looked so pokeable. Alright, and we are about to make it up to the tower. And here we have it. The Celestial Tower. So yeah, if I went the high path, I would be popping out over there. It is starting to get dark. The guy's starting to get cold. We're on the wrong side of the tower. It might be a good time to sleep the night. So, let's get our sleeping bag. Where the heck's my sleeping bag? There it is. Other items. Alright, go ahead and sleep tonight. Nice. Well rested, energy up. Drink some water. We got a doe here. I'm gonna tame it. I only have one blueberry. We're not gonna waste it. A lot of deer in this area. So here's the tower entrance. It is pretty high up there, a little bit blocked. Now that it's daytime, we can see a little bit better. I can see there are some climbing rocks here. We're going to climb up here. Okay. Jump up here. Jump up here. And now we have made it. Now if I had climbed earlier and gone through the top floor of the Ancestors Passage, we would have gone through here. We would have ended up right here. And if I remember correctly, I think there might actually even be some sticks in there. But anyways, we're gonna keep going now. Onward to the Celestial Tower. This is where we find the next piece of the star map. And when you walk through the bottom of the Celestial Tower, you will see these ice cubes falling. And this is where it's blocked off, like the hunter said. You look up. Oh, that's where that's coming from. Huh. Careful, there's we'll look up. So if you're going directly through the tower, basically we need to get up there. There's a few different routes. First one, you can climb these walls right on the other side. This is a good way to get up. And if you did the higher part up there, there's some ladders, and that's more accessible if you stay at the top, but I jumped down. Okay, we got a ladder here. Oh shoot, did I remember? Okay, yeah. Make sure you have tinder and flint and a stone of some sort. Really important. Shimmy across here. More bricks. Ah. All right. You go around and see these roots here. You can climb through, or you can climb up. I actually recommend climbing up. Alright, and you're going to find these pans now. So when you get all the way up the tower, you'll find these pans. And you'll see the ice. And all you need to do is use one of your tinders, flint and stone, and light one of these. And you should see the ice start melting on this side. I'm going to keep my tinder, burn out. And yeah, so the ice starts melting, but nothing's happening. So we need to light 3 more. You can see them when you're up here. But you can't quite make it to them. There's ice in the way. You can try jumping, but it's a long way down. And that guy did not make it. A really long way down. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna head back down this way. And there's a few different paths you can take, but I'm just gonna go ahead and drop down here, catch myself, drop down the tower a little bit, and get on this platform. This is a bit of a shortcut, so you don't have to go all the way down the tower. You can kind of land on this platform, and then make your way around the corner. Ta-da! And yeah, if we had climbed up instead of hopping down and going through the bottom, we could have gone this way first. So that's an option. You go this way first. My guy's getting a little hungry. And a little thirsty. Nice. Alright, now I'm going to take the next path. I'm going to take this one up. Ladder. And there's one up there, one up there. I'm going to go this one first. And it drops the ice. And big explosion down there. Our passage is now open. The passage is now open. You got a couple choices here. You can jump, but I wouldn't recommend it. Second choice. I'm gonna use the wall to slowly rappel down. And here we have it. We have completed the puzzle of the Celestial Tower. And there is just one thing left to do. And that is enter the boss room. And here he is, short-faced bear. We need to get the star map, which is actually right behind this guy. Now, word of caution, the short-faced bear deals a lot of damage. One thing you can try doing is climbing up. Yes! Oh my god, I was so close to being dead. Oh. Whew. Well, we did it, y'all. And we only cheated a little bit. We've defeated the short-faced bear. We have acquired the next piece of the star map for the Stag Zone. That's Bruce Peninsula star map. Thanks for watching, everybody. This is the walkthrough for part 2. The Bruce Peninsula map. That's how you get through the Celestial Tower and defeat the short-faced bear. Now that we have our star map, we will be bringing this to the Elder of Bruce Peninsula, who should be just down that way. If we exit the cave here, and we just follow the path down this direction through the Mammoth, Mammoth Circle. Sorry, I'm out of breath after fighting that short-faced bear. That was crazy. But yeah, we just go through the Mammoth Circle here, and at the end there is going to be a campsite, and you show the star map to the elder of the campsite. And after that, we'll be able to proceed to Bear Island. And here we are actually on the Bruce Peninsula. This is where the map gets its name, the Bruce Peninsula. So at the very tip of the peninsula, there's going to be someone with a ship, and they will take you to Bear Island. And that is it for walkthrough part 2. Hope that helped. There's other ways to go, so just so you know, there's alternative paths you could have taken, but ultimately they will all lead you to the tower if you just keep on moving in the logical direction. And don't get turned around, and you'll eventually make it to the tower. So yeah, that Mammoth junction area, the split paths, that place with the mammoth skeletons at the bottom and the log bridges up top, pretty much is like the junction of the map. It's like a 4-way split. Any direction you go on that is going to take you a path that could lead to the tower. We showed you probably the quickest, most direct path. Predator Cavern's probably actually quicker, just through caves, so personal preference there. But yeah, that's it. Okay, thanks, bye.